Nestled in a busy street of the city was a cozy little cafe by the name of Brew Stories. Its freshly brewed coffee and straight-from-the-oven baked goods commanded regular patronage. Among its regulars was Amelia, who was drawn not just by the coffee but by something else. Max, who was a barista there, with his innocent yet charming looks, had a knack for churning out artful messages on the specials board that never failed to brighten her mornings. One sunny day, as Amelia approached the counter, she noticed a sign that read, "Our coffee is so strong, it moonlights as a motivational speaker. Drink up, you're about to conquer the day." Chuckling, she ordered her usual cappuccino. As Max prepared her cappuccino, he couldn't resist adding,
"Just remember, if you start feeling too energized, you might accidentally invent a new dance move while waiting for the elevator."
Amelia laughed.
"Well, if that happens, you'll be the first to know."
Their banter became a daily routine, turning Brute Stories into a haven of laughter and lightheartedness. One day, as Max handed over her cappuccino with an exaggerated bow, he declared,
"For the brave soul who dares to dance with the froth, may your day be as bold as your coffee order."
Amelia smiled.
"And may your day be as amusing as your coffee jokes."
Little did they know that, with each playful exchange, their hearts were brewing a different kind of connection. As weeks passed, their laughter echoed through the cafe, and the line between customer and barista began to blur. But a part of him still felt hesitant in asking her out. What if him being a barista might not be enough for her? His friend at the cafe advised him to let go of any such silly notion and that he should approach her with confidence. But in Max's mind, he could envision the money gap between his income and her corporate job's salary. He never wanted to lose her, and for that, he decided to improve his prospects. The same day he enrolled into a community college that offered classes during evening and night hours. After his shift at the coffee shop each day, he would attend his classes without fail and work hard on his academics. But all the extra work began to take its toll on him, and this resulted in a sudden decline in his wittiness and charm. Amelia noticed it as well. She wanted to ask him straightforward but was reluctant in doing so. But when she couldn't find him behind the counter at the cafe for several days in a row, she raised her courage and went to the other barista and asked her about him.
"Oh, Max works part-time now. I think he will be leaving this job soon."
Amelia couldn't believe what she had just heard. She had grown fond of seeing his lovely face every time she visited the cafe. And then there was the strange sensation deep inside her heart that she had not recognized as of yet. As days passed, the faces behind the counter at Brute Stories began to change, and the special board now displayed a different message. It was a help-wanted ad stating that Brute Stories required baristas. She leaned over the counter and inquired about the position. And within a few days, a new but familiar face was seen preparing hot beverages in Brute Stories. Amelia had left her corporate job and now enjoyed her work at the coffee shop. Her hands prepared delectable frothy beverages with ease, but her heart still ached to catch a glimpse of the face that once kindled joy in her. One day, after the morning rush had subsided, the front doorbell chimed, alerting the baristas of the presence of a prospective customer. Amelia was busy tidying up her counter, so she didn't pay much attention.
"I have heard that the coffee here is so strong that it moonlights as a motivational speaker."
Hearing those words made Amelia turn aback in disbelief.
"Max."
"Hey."
And they both smiled and gazed into each other's eyes before settling in to have their coffee together.
"Where were you?"
Max met her stare and spoke most profoundly.
"Before I answer that, may I tell you a special news, that I have been dying to do so?"
"Yeah. Sure. What is it?"
"I just got a job at Sterling International."
"Really? Congrats. But why didn't you tell me that you were planning to leave this place?"
Max felt quiet for a moment and then, with the old charisma that Amelia had once grown fond of, spoke his truth.
"Like the coffee beans, I too needed to be roasted and grinded before I could reach my true perfection."
Amelia stared with a surprised look.
I wanted to be someone whom I thought you might go out to dinner with.
The surprised expression on her face now turned to a blank one.
But I liked who you were and I would said yes 1,000 times, if only you had just asked once.
Max had finished his degree and got a job at a multinational company only to be what he thought Amelia would like. But here was a girl who didn't care about how much he earned or what he did for a living. She liked him for who he was within. Somehow Amelia knew that whatever Max had done was for her. She softly whispered in his ears.
I think you are roasted enough. Now how about a latte?
Max replied.
How about dinner instead?
Amelia nodded with a smile. And so, in the midst of coffee beans conspiring and frothy cappuccinos, Max and Amelia found themselves falling for each other in the most unexpected and amusing way, turning brute stories into the sweetest blend of romance and laughter.